guys, and welcome back to Life with Mrs. Busy Bee. So I figured I've got to do a little bit of a trimming of my bangs and my length. I love my husband. I had him trim my hair the other day for the first time, and he didn't get the length even. It's an A-line. Just because how we cut it. So I'm going to try to see if I can not ruin it and try to straighten it out a little bit. And then I also have to trim my bangs up a little bit. So that's what today's plan is. I figured I'd bring you along and chit chat. The mirror is right above you, so I probably won't be looking at you. So excuse me if there's a really awkward angle or something, but I figured let's just let's start with the bangs. I'm more comfortable with the bangs. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to do with the length. I do know what I'm going to do. I just want to even it out. It's tricky. So, glasses off. And I do know, sure that, yeah. Yeah, I got some longer hairs in there that don't need to be there. I figured the boys down for a nap. Right now is as good as ever. So I'll get this done. So let's just do it. So 7 is napping. He's on that wall right behind the mirror. Stop myself from there. But I can. From a ponytail so I can hold the length back for a minute. He is 17 months now. He just turned 17 months on Easter. Cannot believe that my little boy, where did it go? There it goes. Is almost a year and a half. Like, when did that happen? I'll leave that back out in a second. And, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing, so I'm not paying much attention to the camera. That's why, okay. So he doesn't talk much, and by that I mean he says like "bah," and that's it, which is fine by me. And he's just a slow talker. I'm not concerned. Some doctors would be that he's not talking more than that much at this age, but he is communicating. He's mostly grunting. He's getting his point across by pointing and grunting, and so he is communicating. He's just not doing it in English. So I'm not too concerned. He was a really early walker. So him not talking much is fine by me. But he's active as ever. He's cut his 2 top canines. They're just finishing coming in. He's cutting his bottom canines, and then once he's done with those, all he has left are his 2-year molars. And then I'm done to kindergarten. Yeah, they look so much shorter, right? I don't know. Whatever. We're getting there. I swear I am doing something. So yeah, he's running everywhere. He's yakking up a storm. He'll be 18 months in just a couple weeks. Not quite a couple weeks, but you know. So how am I doing? Last I checked in with you guys about my postpartum depression. I had just started. No, I had been on my medication for a month, my antidepressants. They are. Am I doing anything? They are working really well. I've also been going to therapy. Initially it was like once a week. For the most part, at most every other week. Now I'm down to every other week because the meds are really kicking in, and then just I'm not being such a bitch at home anymore, so my home life's getting better. I'm not confident in this job I'm doing right now. It's just so short. I mean, I like it short, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's really hard to get it even when it's so short. I don't have a lot of legroom to mess with. So. So I'm going to definitely have a ways to go, just in my personal life before things truly get back to normal. But it's springtime in full bloom here in Oregon, and it is absolutely gorgeous outside. It's just been really sunny lately. So that helps a lot too. That's really even. What the hell? Pay more attention to my bangs and less attention to the phone, evidently. Okay. But now you can see a difference, sort of. There's just a lot of issues at home. Grandma It's very passive aggressive by nature. And it's really annoying because I hate it. And I wasn't raised by her, or someone raised by her, and so I don't do things the same way that she does. And apparently she was taught to, when your elders spoke, you shut up and listened, and they obviously knew what they were talking about, even if you didn't agree. But they were right because they're the elder. Ow, tried to cut my hand. And I just don't hold for that. I left an abusive household, emotionally abusive household, because I didn't listen to my elders. So I have a hard time standing by that concept of shut up and do what you're told, because that's how I survived. That doesn't need to be there. Where is there? How's it looking now? Oh, so much better. I still have to finish this side up. And I've definitely a little long right in here. Not quite even. So she and I have been butting heads a lot. I recently came to the realization that she seemed to think that when it came to my son, her opinion was the same as mine, and that she has just as much authority over him as I do, which is not the case. I am the mother, she is not. Everyone goes on and on and on about my son looks just like my husband, spitting image acts just like him, he's just his mini-me, and I'm like, I'm his mom. Give me something. I carried him for 9 months, completely changed my body forever. Give me something, right? So, please acknowledge the fact that I am his mother and that you are not. So, let me go ahead and trim those down, because I seem to want to be trimmed. So, life has been a little bit better since then. She and I still really butt heads a lot. But now that I'm handling things a lot better, I've been sleeping much better. He's only waking up maybe a couple times a night. Right now, because he's teething, he's sleeping in our bed like half the night, a few days a week. So not quite an even job. This out a little bit. But since he is sleeping better, I'm sleeping better. So I'm not as irritable as I have been, so I'm able to hold my tongue around Grandma a lot better. So that causes less strife in the house. Yeah, this is a little long too now. So now, my therapist and through all this, I've realized that I have a lot more coping mechanisms based on my past of abuse than I had realized. It's affected me a lot more than I had thought it ever would, in ways I never thought it would. And so we're going to start looking at that and just kind of start figuring out why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know, and what's a healthier way to handle it. Because I haven't been doing it healthy like at all. It's been very unhealthy. There we go. That's not even. See this? Will anyone notice that it's not entirely even? I mean, honestly, it could even be a little shorter. By the way, this is so much easier when I have my glasses on. So much easier. This side could definitely go shorter. I think I'm definitely close to what I want, guys. Which is the best part of cutting your own bangs is when you realize you can do it yourself. And as long as you don't want a hard straight line, it's actually really pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone now. Oh gosh, the amount of hair. Can you see all that hair? I don't know if you can see all that hair. By the way, I'm going to didn't know. Thank you. This worked a minute ago. I had gotten a new phone. I'm still in the middle of switching over to the new one. Oops. I cut off like that much. It wasn't actually that much. It just felt like it for a second. God, look at all that hair. There's so much less hair for bangs, so this is actually much more difficult. Which I didn't anticipate, especially since I have a lot of hair. But my ends feel so much better. This might have been a horrible, horrible idea, guys. This is not looking very good. But it's feeling a lot better. There's just this low point. Okay, this side looks like okay. I don't hate it. This side I got a little overconfident. use my cover. I just can't see. For sure. Yeah, see, I got a little short in this side now, didn't I? Saying that, there's a short section. I don't know. I think I'm gonna run with it. I don't think I'm gonna worry too much about it. Because, I mean, it's not the most even thing in the world. But, like, it's not horribly noticeable, is it? Oh, by the way, YouTube decided that my channel is now too small to be able to film 2 live videos. Thanks, YouTube. So, wow, I look really much bigger busted than I actually am. So, I just tried to trim the front. It's a little short on this side, but I'm scared to shorten it too much on this side because I don't like how this side looks. It doesn't match. This isn't been much of a chat with me video. Thank you for not waiting to hear the end now. But it's just kind of been a cut with me. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I think maybe I think I'm gonna talk about it for a little while, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. And I will talk to you guys next time. Like, subscribe, comment. Bye.